make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, historical stuff. Well, I regard the Gospels as history. It's verifiable history. Some people say, "Oh, it's a fairy tale. He never existed," but he did. And there are other accounts, verifiable historical accounts outside the biblical ones that also bear this up. That yes, he did exist. And the other aspect of that is that all the evangelists, the apostles who went out there. Every single one of those guys died rather than deny their belief. And nobody dies for a lie. Nobody.
Right.
So that's part of what I'm doing. It's like showing nobody dies for a lie.
Yeah. Well, the resurrection is the one that is the most difficult for people to swallow.
Yes.
That's the one that requires the most faith.
Look at Joe Rogan, where Joe was, and now more of his, at least you could tell that he's taking in information about Christianity, and he's very knowledgeable about Christianity, even though he doesn't believe in Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. He knows that there's probably something more to life. I would go out on a limb and say he at least knows there's some sort of creator. He thinks it's fascinating that people, follow a religion and become a better person. And he thinks that's great. But for him, he just doesn't connect with God and know how to. He wants some sort of like scientifical, evidence to come and, change his mind. I mean, I'm not going to speak for the man, but he's not there yet. But shout out to Joe Rogan for at least if you've listened to Joe Rogan for a long time, I have. I've seen his stance change a lot, where he's kind of becoming, would you call that agnostic? Where from an atheist that believes in, just didn't know what he believed in, but just didn't really know why he's here, to thinking there's probably a reason why I'm here, is kind of the stance that I have interpreted from him over the year. And everybody's going through their own process. So I just wanted to tell you that Joe Rogan's very knowledgeable about the gospel of Jesus Christ. So somebody A has either told him, or B, Joe Rogan has researched it. And that's between him and God, how God has reached out to him or will continue to reach out to him. And Joe Rogan will ultimately make his own decision out of his own free will on what he chooses to believe.